Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with the hardest deck to play in Clash Royale that's actually worth learning. Because technically the hardest deck to play would be some trash deck that wouldn't even make sense, you couldn't win any games with it, and then it would be impossible to play and be that hard. But this deck is an entirely different story. Played by the rank 18 and 19 player in the world, they win all their games with this deck. At the highest skill level, this can beat anything in the game. The adaptability that you have with Tornado, Bomb Tower, Guards, and Knight allows you to defend Bridge Spam, activate King Towers, and pull win conditions in the middle no matter what your opponent has. You can use Wall Breakers to kite your opponent's units to the other side of the map. The only downside of this deck is because there's so many micro interactions, you have to play well. But if you play this deck well, you'll beat anyone you play against every single time. One thing's for sure, no matter win or loss with this deck, you'll always getting better each time you play it. Let's face off against mid-ladder monsters and show them what real skill can do to assert dominance. And lots of love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag, making high effort videos like this one possible. All right, this guy's got 20 wins in the banner, and I am manifesting a good matchup. You guys know the deal. Luckily for us, we are not playing against Dagger Duchess. The wall breakers actually force a response. It's unbelievable. And we're going to go for guards on defense because he's dropping guards and I just want to mimic this man. The good thing is I can miner with that like very little health guard and just force Elixir. Also, identifying that he's going to have guards and Royal Ghost makes me feel like we're probably playing into either a Bridge Bam deck or something that I'm not necessarily very familiar with. I want to go in for King Tower activation against this Ghost every single time, so we're going to go and roll with that. The Rage is going to mess up my timing, so he does get a hit on the tower. It's way harder to activate King Tower taking 0 damage when he's got a raged up Royal Ghost, because the margins are pretty thin, and the Ghost is pretty small, so like, I don't know, man. I just don't want to miss it. All right, we're going to try to use a log and then use guards afterward, just so we're able to kill the Ice Wizard so it can't splash onto my precious guards. Also, if he decides to go like Arrow Zap or something, we always have wall breakers in queue, so we can go and pull back the Pekka anyway. Because we saw Ice Wizard, it's very likely that this man has Tornado, so I don't want to drop my Miner in a precarious position where we're going to get nadoed. He might even nado on top of this Magic Archer, so what are we going to do? All right, I mean, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. If you don't want to do that, I'll just get a couple extra hits on the tower for no reason. Royal Ghost doesn't even come down fast enough. Now I'm facing the opportunity to do I want to go Wall Breakers or do I want to go Knight? I think the answer is neither. Just go Bomb Tower and make sure that the Ram Rider can't charge through really quick. Then I'm going to log and keep the Ram Rider in the bomb, and it will eventually die. So good defense for us. Didn't necessarily have the full defense, but I'm happy that we activated King Tower and we're able to get away with a rather decent position. I'm also going to try to go opposite lane of him for the most part. So despite us getting all the damage on the right side, the way that I like to play Clash Royale is I want to be playing really aggressive when the opponent doesn't have the right card cycle, and I want to punish him when I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Magic Archer to snipe the Electro Dragon from a distance. We get multiple shots off, and then I don't think the Electro Dragon gets any damage on that right tower. So what we're going for here, and I can go in for minor wall breakers because he's going to be down quite a bit of Elixir, and I can defend this cost effectively with a simple 3. One of the wall breakers will definitely connect, and I could go in for guards here, block the Pekka, Magic Archer in his face, and say, what's up? Yo, don't do that to me. That's a little bit disrespectful. I'm not going to lie. The Electro Dragon hurting me like that is not a good vibe. But hear me out for a second. If I go in for wall breakers and they blast our opponent to bits, this could be okay. I'm going to try to use a log, kill the Pekka, and then go in for a Ram Rider counter with just our tower. That was so spicy, man. The evolved wall breakers on defense kept my butt alive. I was so dead if that didn't work out. All right, so that should lock Ice Wizard, but I'm going to wait a little bit. Ram Rider coming down is a bit annoying. Wonder if the Magic Archer and the log will allow us to kill the Ram Rider? I don't know. I mean, that was kind of good. That was decent-ish. I can continuously apply pressure, so then he's forced to go Pekka on the wall breakers. We can Magic Archer on it. You can't just get away with the Royal Ghost. You have to drop a little bit more than that. We're going to Magic Archer. Seems a little bit risky, but if we get 2 or 3 shots on the tower, it's very worth. Then we're going to go in for a log on top of the Ram Rider. The guard will get a hit, maybe. No, it doesn't. Really nice. I don't think we have to respond at all. It's a dead Ram Rider. The cool thing about this deck is the capability of dealing a ton of damage fast. The opponent here, he doesn't have the option to do anything. He just has to like play defensive and get a Ram Rider through, and I don't think that's going to happen. Whereas I can Tornado like this, lock onto the tower, and instantaneously win the match. So Magic Archer is a little bit busted in later parts of the game where everyone has a ton of Elixir, because anything that they drop anywhere near their tower is going to get tornadoed into alignment so you can dine and dash and steal the game. All right, dude has Berserker and the banner, and we do not want to see a Dagger Duchess. This is a dagger in my heart because the wall breakers are not able to connect to the tower at all by themselves. They need minor support or they're going to get melted by the Dagger Duchess arrows. Wait. Hear me out for a second. Magic Archer into the bowler. Could be one of the dumbest plays I've done in a minute, but it's kind of fun. I can't justify doing it right now, but in the later parts of the game, I think it could be better. I'm actually going to log the other side so we can keep his bowler relatively high health. And then I'm just going to pull and see if it hits the wall breakers and the king tower. I think it works. I don't know if that's worth it for you guys, but for me, it feels pretty good. The wall breakers aren't going to connect to the tower anyway. Also, since we're playing against a dirty Elixir Golem deck, I need the king tower activation or I'm cooked. At least I feel that way usually. I'm going to bomb tower in a little bit of a lower spot so we can pull more stuff. Oh my gosh, he's one of them. He's one of them. If the Electro Dragon goes alone by itself, I think it's fine. I don't know how it's going to go. We're going to try to use a great tornado. A tornado everything into alignment so that the bomb can blast it. Let's go. That was one of the cleanest cleanups ever. It felt so phenomenal. All right, we're going to miter because we have the Magic Archer counter pushing. I want to get more damage and I want to bait out all of his Elixir and hopefully get the wall breakers to connect. Oh, that's awesome. I know for a fact if we fight closer to our king tower, we'll work a little bit better against the guard. So I want to drop my knight in a spot where, I was kind of hoping the guard would just like inch forward a little bit. Come on, guard. Why do you have to guard yourself and not go towards my blue king tower? You're making me feel blue in some type of way that I didn't want. Anyway, what can we do? Magic Archer again in the polar. This is so degen, but I got to do it for the memes, guys. There's no way that this guy's letting it happen. He's just sitting there and taking it like an absolute champ. All right. So I might have to go for Evolve Wall Breakers on this. Maybe just guards on the bowler and let the Electro Dragon hit my tower. Wait, that was infinitely better because if the Electro Dragon just dies to the Princess Tower, we're in a super, super solid spot. Yeah, the Electro Dragon's not able to chain on to anything because it's literally hitting one thing. It's a useless card then. No, get absolutely whacked, I guess. All right, please, Magic Archer, just hit the tower. All right, cool. We didn't log? He doesn't have the Electro Dragon evolution anymore, so it's not even that scary. Do you think he's going to Elixir Golem at the bridge with a freaking bowler and be annoying? But he doesn't. It'd be super easy for us to defend. I'm going to go in for a knight. No. We don't have to. We can keep our bomb tower at pristine full HP. All right. I see what he's doing here, and I don't like it. I don't respect it. Elixir Golem players should usually never be respected anyway, but this guy is a different breed. He just spams everything at the bridge. We're in NATO, and there's another bridge play. Who would have thought? Drop guards off to the side. Wait, why is that Elixir Golem going towards my tower? Why is it going near my tower? Clash Royale, can we talk about these decisions of cards going towards my tower that shouldn't? All right, we're going to sauce out a GG and bounce to the next one. That was a solid start. Great king tower activation. And a bit of an outplay against Elixir Golem, blatantly showing that this deck is capable of destroying some of the most filthy decks in the game. This guy has got Dagger Duchess in the banner, but fortunately for us, we're not playing against the dreaded Dagger Duchess in this match. I hate playing against that when I got wall breakers, so I'm blessed. I'm going to miter guards because I would love to scoot past that with at least 2 or 1 of the guards. Yes, you beautiful demon. Locking onto the tower and forcing a Barbarrel is what we like to see. So usually Royal Recruit stacks are going to be paired with either Fireball plus Barbarrel or Arrows plus Barbarrel. We'll see what version this guy's packing. I'm going to try to get away with outcycling my Bomb Tower so I can save that for the piggies and just use my Magic Archer because it gives us more counter push. I dislike the fact that this guy's playing well. He is making me drop wall breakers and I didn't want to do that. Unfortunately for him, he's still going to have to respond to that wall breaker because we dropped it off to the side and made sure that we could get some damage. And that's going to give us more damage than we took. I think it was worth it. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to try to go in for more minor plus guards because arrows can't kill guards. And another big benefit is he doesn't necessarily have Barbarrel back. So he has to go for an evolved Goblin Cage on the guards. Going to give us an amazing interaction. The evolution's out of cycle. It's also going to die to guards. And the miner just has free reign to inflict pain. So +1 elixir trade, baiting out the evolution and just getting a great trade overall. Bomb Tower fully pulls the piggies. And that's a +1 interaction as well. So we are getting good trades all day and converting elixir advantages into tower damage as much as we possibly can. I'm going to try to go for an Evolved Knight here and then maybe go in for Wall Breakers. We've noticed that he has Fireball, so I don't want to go Magic Archer just yet. Gonna Arrows. He's got Barbarrel, Fireball, Arrows. Okay. This is good. I can 1,000,000% Magic Archer this, and I don't think he's ready for it. Should give us some damage, a lot of damage, hopefully. Yeah, that is a ton. He just didn't have anything in his arsenal to defend. We're also going to go for a miner in front, maybe get him to drop something in the back. No, come on, man. Oh! Oh, he wasn't ready!
Oh! He needs some milk!
He tried to fireball everything. Okay. That was good. Oh, that was awesome. I was hoping that would work, and it worked 10 times better than I could have ever hoped for. We got him to, like, thread the needle trying to fireball everything, and that was not possible. Or throw down another Magic Archer because he's not back to fireball. All I need to do is get a good bomb tower here, so... Okay, I'm not going to get that much damage. I'm only going to get one shot. It's fine, though. Go for a really low bomb tower, log on the left, and then go guards later, lower as well. I think that the wall breakers, you know, are going to be good on offense in a little bit, but I want to prioritize killing the piggies, and the Magic Archer isn't going to come down fast enough for us to do damage, so gonna hopefully, yeah, the wall breakers do go through. That's awesome. Then we get an Evolved Knight to tank. The guard tanking for the Fly Machine allowed us to stay in the game long enough for the Fly Machine to get blocked by the Evolved Knight. So yeah, the guard was super, super clutch, fighting just enough time. And us dropping the lower bomb tower helped us out as well, because obviously his units weren't able to target on the bomb tower immediately. And if we dropped it up higher, it would have died, and then we wouldn't have had enough damage against the recruits and then the piggies, and we'd have lost the game. So prioritize your defense with lower bomb towers if you aren't going to be defending super hard, because you're only going to have 4 elixir, and you don't want to get focus fired by the Fly Machine, Zappies, and the recruits charging. If that happens, it's an automatic loss. Usually beating recruits is extraordinarily easy, but when your opponent has Fireball for your Magic Archer, it gets slightly more sketchy. If they get a good snipe on your bomb tower in the middle with the Fly Machine, your chances of winning are immediately erased. This guy's a veteran dragon, and he's got Baby Dragon in the banner and a 20 win in the banner as well. So definitely not going to be an easy match, but we did not sign up for easy mode today. We are playing the hardest deck in Clash Royale. So I have to rise to the occasion and not die here. Bro is going to go in for a Battle Ram with Royal Ghost, so it's probably going to be a Pekka deck. Not going to be Mega Knight, but, you know, it's going to be Mega Knight's brother or sister, whatever you want to say. Arrows coming down are interesting. I do want to go for Wall Breakers just to go and pull back a little bit and not take any damage. Unfortunately, we don't break through. There's no shot that the Wall Breakers ever connect to Dagger Duchess unless you got something in front of it. I'm going to log last possible second so I don't leak Elixir, and I'm going to throw down a Miner in the spot where the daggers are still replenishing. I'm also going to go for Goblins directly, or I guess Knight directly on the Goblins, so then we can just one-shot them and start working away as fast as we can. Okay, easy King Tower activation here with the Royal Ghost. Let's go guards at the bridge. Okay, never mind. I guess he realized what I was trying to do, and he's just like, not today, Jake. Not today, Satan. I'm going to go Wall Breakers to kite the Royal Ghost. I wonder if the bomb explodes on the Royal Ghost and cleans it up. Not quite. That would have been cool. Dang it. I wonder, I mean, no King Tower activation, right? Yeah! I thought the ghost was going to die last second. I was just looking at it. I was so intently focused on that ghost and seeing if it was going to be toast or if we were going to get the King Tower roast. And looks like we do get to celebrate with a Royal Ghost roast. I don't know. Works out pretty well. We'll take it. So I would like to go in for more miners and wall breakers and just spam the evolutions as much as I possibly can. But at the same time, Evolved Knight is so good against Dagger Duchess. Notice how the Dagger Duchess is going to be at 0 ammo. That's going to be fun. But I can't really apply pressure into a Pekka, and he knows that, so that's mean. It's mean of you. But you know what's even more mean? Me dropping a Magic Archer and then you arrowing, which hurts my feelings. But it's okay. We've got Miter, and I do have Bomb Tower, so there are ways of combating your craziness. I definitely don't want a Bomb Tower when you have a Battle Ram, so I'm going to go Wall Breakers and kite your units back, and then probably log, hopefully. Yes! Let's freaking go, baby! No damage today! Shutting down the Pekka and also pummeling the Dark Goblin is despicable for this dude. I'm going to Magic Archer. Okay, wait, we can just pull out the other side. I don't even have to respond to that Electro Dragon. Like, I literally don't even care. That's awesome. Yeah, Electro Dragon going to the wrong side is nice. And then I can log on the Dark Goblin. I don't know why people have Dark Goblins in decks that don't have other log bait. Like, this guy's definitely a good player. I mean, he's, you know, pushed up quite a bit of ranks. But he's still running Dark Goblin in a deck that has, like, very limited log bait. It works if you're running a deck that has a lot of log bait cards, but if you only have like Goblin Gang, Dark Goblin, I'm just gonna log the Dark Goblin every time, bro. That's just how it's gonna go. All right. We can go Wall Breakers here with the Miner tanking. That's ideal, and that's very nice if the Wall Breakers explode, but we're gonna force an arrow, so it gets a -1 trade for him. Not the best thing in the world for him. I can go in for a Knight, and I know that Pekka is gonna come down. But yeah, I'm just gonna log the Dark Goblin. I don't care. +1 trade. Thank you, buddy. All right. Pekka coming down as well. I mean, this is just such a good spot for us to be a degen, and I gotta do it. You guys know how it's gonna go. Miner here. We're gonna kill the Electro Dragon. Also have the potential of sniping the Dark Goblin with another log that we're gonna have back in cycle very soon. Also, I can Knight here. I'm gonna log on the Goblin Gang. You know, I told you guys I wasn't gonna do that, but I had to. I had to. The Goblin Gang was too scrumptious. Okay, so can we somehow kill that? If the Knight's tanking, we can lock onto the Dark Goblin first, then Tornado, and then clump it up, kill it, and log on the Battle Ram, which I hate doing. But if you log at that timing, the Battle Ram Barbarians took damage from the log because the log was the thing that killed the Battle Ram. So if you don't know, now you know. Also, screw it. I'm going to full send and then predict a Dark Goblin here. That did not work, by the way. Wait, it worked! There's no way he cycled the Dark Goblin into that! I predicted the future! Even though it seemed like it was impossible. Oh my gosh, this game is coming down to the wire. Why do we only have 2,100 health? And why does he have Dagger Duchess with lightning? Oh my goodness. Chill. Don't do this. He's not chilling. He has no chill whatsoever. He's going to go and lightning me in 2 seconds. This looks bad. This looks really bad, guys. This looks a little bit uncomfortable, not going to lie. But hypothetically, if we tornado everything together and the Magic Archer just hits the Dark Goblin, this is looking a lot better. Now we're in a Miner here. And then we can Wall Breakers and not die. And then Knight and not die. And then log on offense because we need every bit of damage that we can get. If one of the Spirit Goblins survived, that would be even better because then I can Tornado that. Okay, screw it. We're a Tornado a Dark Goblin. Then we're in a Magic Archer. This should never be a thing, but I am literally trying to get any source of damage I can. Even if it's a single shot of the Magic Archer on a Dark Goblin evolution, we'll take it because we need it. Look at that arrows damage. If we didn't get that shot and his arrows came down, I think he actually would have won the game because Magic Archer doing damage at level 15 is so much that would have been close. We were only 400 damage ahead at the end. Magic Archer missing that last shot and then the arrows. I think he wins. Some of the stupidly aggressive, obscure bridge spam decks, you gotta outplay them to win, but when you do, damn does it feel good. Magic Archer like button, subscribe for more daily content, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.